it is your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. Much love going out to the empowered harmonizers. I want to zoom in and focus in today on a great viewer question, and that is something that has been plaguing her for a great period of time. And this is also a very frequent question and comment that I get in here at the channel, and that is, how do I deal with the fact that I'm not getting my needs met from this covert narcissist relationship? And furthermore, I found myself married to a covert narcissist, and what do? I'm basically in a situation where I'm unhappy, unfulfilled, and I'm not getting my needs met, and I'm really basically not able to lead the lifestyle that I desire or know that I'm capable of living. And how do I really cope? How do I deal? And the number one key aspect in the covert narcissist relationship is feeling underappreciated or undervalued, or really sort of underrelated to, unacknowledged, unvalidated, not appreciated, meaning not communicated with for all that your full worth is, not seeing you for who you are and what you have done and who you have become. And furthermore, part of appreciation is also acknowledging your feelings, validating them, but understanding and embracing the vision that you have for your life moving forward. Because if you are in a relationship with a covert narcissist where you are being undervalued or underappreciated, basically you then are forced to stuff down or repress your feelings of your desires, feelings of what you want, and having your needs never being acknowledged, validated, or satisfied. And repression equals regression. So if you keep pushing them down, you're pushing yourself back, and then you're regressing in your personal growth, you're regressing in your spiritual growth, in your spirituality, and really you're not going to find yourself at a very happy crossroads in life. You're not going to find yourself where you want to be with who you're wanting to be with, or the person that you're wanting to become. You're going to find yourself somewhere off the grid, off the radar, where you don't want to be. And it's largely because if you are underappreciated or undervalued or not validated, you're not really living your life to the fullest. In other words, you're not being heard. And then there's sort of a deafening or a deadening to your spirituality and your outlook and what you're able to do, feel, and become. You're just in a very stifled, stagnated situation where you're being kept small. You're made to feel small. Perhaps not only are you being underappreciated, but perhaps you're being criticized, or you're on the end of a lot of sort of narcissistic hostility, rage, a feeling of a negative, condescending or overbearing tone that is very forceful, or putting an end to your dreams and your desires, really your very being. It's not so much that you're asking for too much. It's not that you're asking for too much, but oftentimes this covert narcissist, they have a very pessimistic or negative outlook, yet their needs are being met. They could be often doing and living the life that they want, but they're not able to, they have a real sort of phobia, or are not able to satisfy others' needs, because it would push them at a very uncomfortable or precarious situation, meaning they have such a sense of insecurity or a lack mentality that they're not able to really take into consideration appreciating other people the way that they should. It makes them feel very insecure. They have always a trepidation or a fear that the sky is going to fall. Very constantly pessimistic, fault finding. They can be always feeling like they're always focusing on the problem and not the solution. They're always reminding you of problems. You can't dream around them. You can't be silly, or you can't be heaven-like around them, or you can't be fantasizing. You can't be trying to develop out-of-the-box creative solutions because they think, oh, that'll never happen, that'll never work. You can't live life in a free, easygoing manner because they're always trying to quip you. They're always trying to, you know, cut your edges, put you into a square box when you're, you know, a round being. You're a whole being, and they're trying to stifle you. They're trying to just shoot you down underneath the knees, and they will very oftentimes target for where it hurts, and that's for your dreams, your ideas. And ideas make the world go round. Dreams make the world go round. Money doesn't make the world go round. It's dreams and ideas and solutions that make the world go round. And oftentimes these people are the ones who try to control the money and keep it away from others. So if you are in a situation where you're finding this to be the case, where this individual is really underappreciating you, not acknowledging you, and you've perhaps even tried to bring this up with them, or you just know that this is just who they are, you cannot change them, then realize and accept and know that you cannot change them. This is going to be how they are. They tend to have a negative outlook. They're pessimistic, and they're not willing to hear other people's needs because it would require empathy. It would require a sense of understanding and being open enough to hear where other people are coming from. It would cause, you know, it would require for them to be responsible and accountable and to focus on a solution, which oftentimes the narcissist cannot be very creative like this. They cannot think outside of the box. They cannot put different ideas together. They are in sort of a very stifled or regimented way of thinking, where they always have to be in control, and they can't see the horizon beyond the horizon. They can't think in these sort of terms. They're not comfortable. So they will lead limited lives, but furthermore, and even worse, they will limit those around them, and they will limit the appreciation that they give to others. They don't give compliments freely. They don't give acknowledgement freely. They're not able to recognize and acknowledge in a positive way people for who they are, because that would be to take the light off of them. Oftentimes, what little light that they feel that there is in the world, they want to hoard it all for themselves, and they're not willing to give credit where credit is due, or compliments where compliments are due. They're just not willing to go there. They will shut it down. Excuse me. Thank you so much for bearing with me getting through this cold and a rough couple of days for the videos here. And my voice, I've particularly been losing my voice. So thank you for hanging with me when I have not been feeling as well. I've done a number of videos, even when I've been dealing and sick. So I want to just focus in. Part of the solution here is that also, you know, if you find yourself in this situation, then you need to do for yourself what the narcissist cannot do for you. And if we look at the 1%, the 1%ers in the world, the people who make 1% of the wealth, those people are willing to do, they're willing to go the distance, they're willing to do more, they're willing to go above and beyond that the ordinary person would do. The mediocre person will do the mediocre. The outstanding person will do the outstanding. The 1%ers of the world, they'll be the ones who will work overtime, who will work harder, who will stay focused on the solution. They'll look at surrounding themselves with the best of the best. They will go the extra mile. They'll burn the midnight oil. They will make, they will do working out when it's cold out. They will eat healthy when healthy isn't always convenient. They'll go and drive an extra 10 minutes and get themselves some organic food or healthier food if they don't want to eat fast food. They will work, other hours that most other people aren't willing to work. They'll work weekends. They will work into the evening. They'll have off hours. They're able to accommodate, and they will be able to be comfortable leading and not always being following. They're able to be decisive and live and focus on the solution, and know that because they're operating on a purpose-driven life, and they're driven by their own values, and they have a sense of integrity. And so this you really need to be for yourself if this individual has not been that for you. So you need to do for yourself what the narcissist cannot do for you. If they cannot give you acknowledgement, if they cannot give you compliments, if they cannot validate you, if they cannot appreciate you, if they cannot give you the lifestyle that you are looking for, the experiences you're looking for, the places that you want to go, the things that you want to have, the things that you want to do, if they're not able to do it for you, then you need to do this for yourself or find others who can do it with you so that you're able to live the life of your dreams. You have to visualize to materialize, and you need to validate yourself then if the others have not validated you. In other words, if the narcissist is falling short, pick up their slack. Don't be a slacker. Do for yourself what you need to do for yourself. Hear your needs. Listen to your own needs. Take a time to stop the denial. Stop the repression. Stop the regression. Stop the problem, staying stuck or being with people who don't make you happy or being, leading a mediocre life. Put yourself out there. Put yourself and be willing to hear the voice within you that's beckoning to call you to say, why don't you try this? Why don't you do that? Rather than, why can't you? Saying, why don't I? Begin to embrace those solutions which you have been trying to repress or regress, because therein the solution lies for you, and the better life will await ahead if you can only embrace that little voice that has been beckoning for your acknowledgement and for your support for oftentimes years before you have acknowledged it and embraced it. It is your buddy, Peace and Harmony, with you here today, and I hope that these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.